You could feel the air freeze when Kevin Hart strode onto the 2025 BET Award stage. Phones up, timelines primed, everyone bracing for a punchline. Then he locked eyes with the camera, flashed that lethal grin, and sliced into Meghan Markle like she was tonight's entree. Know what I adore about Meghan? She's a Pinterest board that hired a glam squad to keep the filters running. Boom. Gasps, cackles, jaws on the floor. Your pinboard princess shot to the top of X in 60 seconds. But this wasn't a cheeky roast. It was a televised takedown during a night dedicated to black excellence, watched by millions, with Meghan barred from even stepping onto the red carpet. The humiliation wasn't whispered in tabloids. It detonated live in HD, under the hottest spotlight she can't control.
It's live. It's live. It's hard to curb me when it's live. It's live.
In September, Queen Elizabeth passed away. Prince Harry, well, he rushed back to pay his final respects, and Meghan Markle rushed back to get no respect.
They say Hollywood rejection slips hurt, but nothing stings like being turned away from your own headline. 3 weeks before show night, Meghan's team sent BET a glossy pitch, front row seats, backstage photos, maybe a quick empowerment speech. The network's reply? A polite one-line email that basically read, "Thanks, but absolutely not." Executives feared she'd hog the spotlight and derail the evening's real purpose, honoring black excellence, not branded royalty. So, while Kevin Hart microwaved the jokes inside, Meghan was outside, literally off the guest list, refreshing social feeds that were blowing up without her. Insiders swear she offered to present an award, host a segment, even just wave. But every idea died on arrival. And here's the awkward cherry. Her name was wiped from the guest spreadsheet so fast it didn't even make version control. Picture the world's most famous RSVP. Highlighted, deleted, gone. Meghan Markle, not to be confused with Meghan Sussex, watched the trending page light up with not pinboard princess and but uninvited royal. For someone who's built an empire on curated compassion, it felt like the universe posted unsubscribe. But hold that thought, because the real meltdown started once viewers remembered her Netflix series still collecting dust in their continue watching queue. With a rumored $100 million budget with love, Meghan was hyped as raw, intimate, life-changing. Instead, it landed like a full-length commercial for ribbon-wrapped lemons. Meghan Markle, the queen of "I don't know what this means, but I'm going to say it anyway," joked one critic after slogging through episode 1's slow-mo teacup montage. Viewers tuned in curious, bailed confused, leaked analytics, suggest 62% clicked out before the first credits rolled. Headlines piled on, a Pinterest board with a voiceover, when filters attack, zero daydream. Even die-hard fans admitted it felt more scripted than the Hallmark Channel at Christmas. Worse, the glossy perfection only highlighted what was missing: authenticity. Candlelit confessionals looked staged, kitchen shelves color-matched like a showroom. Social media dragged every frame. Is this a documentary or a lifestyle ad? The fallout was immediate. Sponsors paused deals, Spotify ghosted her podcast, and streaming execs whispered that future projects were under review. Suddenly, Meghan's trademark polish was a liability, not an asset. And just when she thought a new wellness brand might pivot the narrative, Hollywood delivered its coldest verdict yet: total echoing silence. Stick around, because the next pivot makes those ribbon lemons look sweet. For years, Meghan's image machine ran like clockwork. Flawless Instagram grids, Oprah tears lit better than a perfume ad, charity drop right on cue after every headline hiccup. The spiel was simple: show empathy in 4K and the world forgets the backdrop. But audiences finally spotted the pattern. Every photo felt staged. Every quote sounded rehearsed. One week, she's a humble mom baking rescue dog biscuits. The next, she's channeling Diana in a designer trench, tragic backstory included. Viewers began posting split screens, Meghan's tearful close-ups on one side, luxury sponsorship tags on the other. The comments got brutal. Is authenticity a paid add-on? And "I'd like the real filter, please." When even superfans question the vibe, you know the Polish is cracking. Meghan's brand managers are reportedly on their 7th latte, searching for a new playbook. But here's the catch: authenticity can't be storyboarded like a Netflix trailer. And if the audience believes every teardrop comes with a product link, the spell is broken. Cue the biggest PR nightmare: people stop feeling anything at all. Stick around, because the next blow proves you can't Photoshop a live microphone. Here's the problem with comedy: you can't fact-check laughter. Once Kevin Hart launched, that Pinterest board on life support zinger, the crowd's reaction became the story, and no PR wizard can unhear a roar. Meghan's team tried the usual counter moves: whisper to tabloids about a scheduling clash, float a rumor she'd actually declined the invite. Nice try. Industry insiders instantly leaked the truth. BET said, hard pass, full stop. Screenshots of blank seating charts hit X faster than you can say damage control, and you can't play the victim card against a punchline. Comedy gives audiences, from fans to cynics, permission to laugh at power. The moment the room laughed, Meghan's aura of untouchable royalty evaporated. One commentator quipped, "You can sue newspapers, but good luck suing a giggle." Her staff scrambled anyway, drafting empathetic Instagram captions about women supporting women. The replies? Memes of Kevin's grin and popcorn emojis, thousands of them. Meanwhile, Hollywood execs leaned back, watched the public mood shift, and quietly updated their contact lists. The verdict was brutal in its silence. If a single joke can topple the narrative, maybe the narrative was never solid to begin with. And that realization pushed Meghan into full pivot mode. Wine labels, wellness retreats, you name it. Up next, the desperate darts she's throwing to stay relevant, each idea wilder than the last. Cut to Meghan's Montecito office, whiteboard, jam-packed with next big thing scribbles, Duchess Detox juice cleanses, Rosé Royalty organic wine, Casa Markle Eco Hotel, even rumors of a $300 sage-infused candle line that promises to heal negativity. Good luck with that. It's less 5-year plan, more yard sale brainstorm. Every glossy idea aimed at patching a brand springing leaks. One exec, speaking off record, laughed. She's pitching like a broken GPS, recalculating every mile. Investors smell the panic. They want proof of authenticity, not another Pinterest fantasy bottled for profit. Meanwhile, Twitter roasts. The rollout? Do the candles come with free victim speeches? And wellness tip number 1, be real. Even loyal fans grimace as each pivot feels like a cash grab band-aid. Meghan Markle, the queen of I have an idea, therefore I am, is discovering that new logos can't replace old trust. Between brainstorm sessions, insiders say she's glued to her phone, tracking sentiment charts that keep tilting red. But brace yourself, because the industry's next move is colder than any critic tweet. When Hollywood stops calling, it doesn't send a breakup text. It just fades to static. After Kevin's roast and the Netflix flop, meetings that once required velvet rope secrecy now vanish from calendars. Studio chiefs tag her more noise than value. A leaked Netflix memo reportedly lists her projects as under strategic pause. Spotify quietly unplugs her podcast, fashion houses redirect couture invites to Zendaya, and award show committees strike her name before the ink dries. The red carpets she once ruled, rolled up and shipped elsewhere. One producer joked, booking Meghan right now is like buying a ticket on the Titanic. Looks elegant, ends wet. Even worse than bad press is no press, because silence signals the market has moved on. No outrage to spin, no headlines to hijack, just empty email threads and a shrinking circle of friends, suddenly too busy for brunch. Meghan's camp fires off cheery press releases, but reporters shrug. The story has cooled. Hollywood has decided its biggest statement is indifference, and that vacuum feeds the growing question buzzing online. If the spotlight isn't on her anymore, who exactly? Is Meghan Markle without the shine? Stick around, because that identity crisis is unspooling live, and the next chapter could be her toughest rebrand yet. Who is Meghan Markle today? Scroll her timeline and you'll get whiplash. Monday, she's a bold American outsider. Wednesday, she's channeling Diana with side-eye tears. Friday, she's a Hollywood mogul pitching 3 pilots in one breath. By Sunday, wellness guru lighting lavender sage on Instagram Live. The pivots are so rapid, even her own hashtags can't keep up. One late-night host joked, she rebrands faster than a smartphone OS update. Fans who once defended every move now admit they're exhausted. Give us one version and stick with it. Tweets compare her public image to a revolving door. The faster it spins, the emptier it feels inside. Brands thrive on a single promise. Meghan offers a dozen and delivers none. Even her charity drops feel timed, like empathy appointments slotted between Zoom calls. The result? Audiences stop trying to relate. As a media analyst put it, when everything is a moment, nothing is a moment. And that's the danger zone, because relevance isn't lost in scandal. It slips away in shrugs. Stick around, because the final twist proves why Kevin Hart's mic may have closed the chapter the Palace Press never could. Kevin's 12-second roast wasn't just a joke, it was a mirror. It showed a global audience that the Markle mystique can crack under one punchline on live TV with Meghan nowhere near the mic. Beth's locked door symbolized something bigger. You can't RSVP your way into credibility. Hollywood's silence only underlines it. The spotlight she chased now scans for a new subject, leaving her brand on red. So where does this leave Meghan? Standing outside the party she once headlined, holding a stack of half-baked ventures the crowd no longer buys. Authenticity can't, be crowdsourced, and no filter can hide that truth. If she wants a comeback, she'll have to drop the curtain. No script, no soft focus, just real talk. Until then, the world has moved on, and that empty seat is a louder statement than any headline could scream. If you thought Kevin's quip was brutal, wait till you hear the off-camera comment Harry allegedly made right after the show, but that's a story we'll break in our next video. Don't miss it. So there it is. One razor-sharp joke, one locked red carpet, and a brand that's now sprinting on thin ice. Kevin Hart didn't just roast Meghan, he flipped the house lights on, and the audience saw the empty stage. Hollywood's answer? A shrug loud enough to echo across Montecito. Will Meghan drop the filters and talk straight? Or will the pivot? Carousel keeps spinning until nobody's watching? Let me know below, because your angle on this meltdown could end up in our follow-up deep dive. And speaking of follow-ups, word is Harry fired off a back row comment that never made it to air. We'll unpack that bombshell in the very next video. You won't want to miss how deep this rabbit hole goes. Before you go, please note, this video discusses ongoing legal proceedings based on alleged and unverified information. All claims and allegations mentioned have not been confirmed by official sources and are part of a developing case. The views shared are for commentary and discussion purposes only. Always check for updates from reliable sources. Thanks for watching.